Alright, what's good, YouTube? CoolStoryBrobat here, and you know what? I'm not even gonna announce what number narrative Pokemon Showdown battle this is, because you know what? I had a bunch of them saved up already, had them all lined up in a specific order, and for me to actually say this one is in there would kind of throw out the order. Because this is a special. This is why you do not ever talk trash on me as long as you live, because this is gonna happen to you. This is the 100th upload, okay? I was actually gonna do something real nice, something I never got done before. So, you know, something entertaining I hope that you guys would have liked. But then this dude comes along. I'm in the middle of a battle, you know, with someone I know of mine, testing the team out or whatever, in the underused lobby on Pokemon Showdown. And out of nowhere, this dude joins just as the game's about to end, starts talking trash, saying me and my opponents suck, but mainly focusing on me saying, Brobat, you suck, I'll destroy you, I'm a veteran and you, lol. And I'm like, who the heck are you? This DFDFGFGDFGD dude, like, I'm not about to get disrespected by a dude who mashed his keyboard to find a name for himself. Nah, period. So I check his rank and whatnot. He's like 1-1 in UU. 1-1. So I'm laughing at myself like, okay, who do you think you are, dude? I'm not. Who do you think you are? You can't be talking trash and acting like you got a reputation. He's saying that's his alt of his. I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm a moderator on Showdown. I could check your alternate accounts and whatnot. Nothing else came up. But, like I said, I'm going to give him the benefit of a doubt. I'm going to actually assume he's a decent battler. Okay. And then maybe his claims that he's better than me might hold some ground if it wasn't for the fact I got no respect for anybody who's going to come at me out of nowhere for no reason. So he challenges me to UU. I was going to go battle someone else after, but this dude actually got my interest enough that I was going to take him on instead. Because, it's just rare. It's just rare for something like this to happen. And I'm not just going to let him sit here and say what he's saying. So, alright. He said, bring your best team and you'll get crushed. I'm like, alright, let's go. So, I brought my team. You already know what my team does. I'm not going to explain it. His team. I'm looking at his team. It looks kind of annoying, but there's a few big things I noticed. One, he has no Stealth Rock user. I have a Victini, and he has no Stealth Rock user. Do you not understand how serious that can be? Do you not understand how badly you could... I'm not even going to explain it. I'm just going to give you the fact that because of the fact you don't have a Stealth Rock user, this game is already in my favor. Just from the matchup. Okay, second thing. His team has the Amoonguss thing going on. The stupid core of Amoonguss and Slowbro. Because they both have Regenerator and they both can switch in and out repetitively and just fight off the stuff that checks them, you know. And I mean, there's a few things in the UU that can completely demolish that core, like offensive Zapdos, Chandelure, etc. But this guy threw a Snorlax in there because Snorlax does in fact check the few special attackers to break that core, which is pretty smart. Okay, he's got Hitmontop to rapid spin away Stealth Rock and Spike so that he can keep switching freely. Okay, alright. Victini, it could be a Life Orb special set. He has like no other special attackers outside of Slowbro and Amoonguss otherwise, so you gotta watch out for that. It can be a good lure, but nothing on my team really cares about special Victini. I don't got a Rhyperior or a Swampert, you know what I mean? Like, if it is special Victini, my own Victini can still take it on. But if it's Choice Banded, it can be a bit more of a problem depending on when he busts it out. Azumarill is most likely Choice Band. It could be Sub Punch. But it's still checked pretty nicely by Lantern for the most part. If it's Sub Punch, then he could break through it. But if it's just Choice Band, Lantern kind of gets in his way. And Rotom kind of does too, unless he actually predicts and goes for Double Edge. That's besides the point. Amoonguss, I hate that thing more than anything, and I hope it dies. Period. But I'm actually going to show you the chat on this battle. Alright, I'm going to show you the chat. I don't usually do that. Just so you guys can see how much trash he was talking. Like, for no reason. Even when let's just begin this, yo. Let's just begin this. Look, he leads off with his Hitmontop. I lead off with Brobat because whatever he does, I can just U-turn away from it. His team's pretty bulky and slow, so it doesn't matter. I go for the Brave Bird, turn 1. I know he's gonna go into Slowbro, but there's no reason to try to over-predict here. I U-turn straight out of his Slowbro, go into my Lantern, John Stewart, absorb the Thunder Wave with Volt Absorb. You know, it's easy, no problem at all whatsoever. Volt switch because I know he's going to switch to Amoonguss, and already we're about to get it kicking. Look, V for Vendetta, Choice Band Victini, send in Slowbro, predict it, hit him with the Bolt Strike, he's 2-hit KO'd, he's not standing on that. He's not staying in on that already. He goes into his Hitmontop. I go for another Bolt Strike because this thing can do a good amount of damage to whatever he wants to switch in. It paralyzes him, which is kind of rare. I switch in my C-Rays Walls, predicting either the Toxic or the Close Combat or whatever. Mainly Toxic, I guess, or Sucker Punch. C-Rays walls it. I know he's gonna go no Azumarill, so I U-turned as he brought it in. I bring in Dem Chores, go for the Leaf Storm on him, predicting him to go in a Snorlax or something, just so I could lure him because I'm Expert Belt. I Volt Switch out of it, which reveals I'm now Expert Belt, and switch in my Victini. Now, I see he uses Energy Ball, and I see he does a good amount of damage, and he doesn't have Black Sludge. It should have occurred to me that his Amoonguss was Choice Specs, but I didn't even focus on it. I did not even focus on it for 2 seconds, for real. So, I V-create, and predicting a Sucker Punch, I decided to switch out into Brobat. He sent in his Slowbro, of course. I U-turn out of it, go back into my Lantern. I'm just gonna keep doing this over and over because it gets repetitive for real. Because that's how a Moonbro works. You just switch them both into everything and just keep throwing them around back and forth like what this guy's doing. Switching in his Amoonguss, I go for the Volt Switch, bring back in V for Vendetta because, like I said, it has no safe switchings. I go for the V-create just in case he tries to over-predict, hoping that maybe Slowbro would get hit a little bit extra harder after V-create. If I had Stealth Rock up, it would have been a different case, but it's not. So he goes for the Side Shock on my John Stewart as I switch in, and he's getting the residual damage off on me. It's cool. I Volt Switch once again, going back into Victini. This time I go for the U-turn, I think. Oh no, I just go for Bolt Strike, predicting Slowbro. Alright. Because actually I wanted him to use Spore, because if he used Spore I have Sleep Talk and I could just ruin him later on with that. But he finally makes a good prediction as I throw Rotom at his Azumarill. Okay, he got me. He one-hit KO'd me with Choice Band Azumarill. Are you happy? Cool. I Volt Switch off of his Amoonguss as he brings it in. Bring back in Brobat. Taunt him in case he's going for Spore, because like I said, I don't know why, but it never occurred to me that he was Specs. Like, that one turn he didn't get recovery, I kind of didn't pay attention to it. For whatever reason, because I'm just too focused on this right now. So I Volt Switch on his Amoonguss, get a little critical hit going on here once again, and I'm bringing Mienshao this time, and I just switch back out into Victini, and this was a dumb play that kind of cost me. I was actually predicting Spore. I wanted to lure him into using Spore. Like I said, I messed up. That was probably the biggest misplay. And because of the fact he's poisoned, he could have died. And I did not want him to die because he has no Stealth Rock, no hazards. I have no reason to let it die. So I use Heal Bell to make sure Victini loses the poison so it can stay in an extra turn. The only thing is I can no longer bring it in safely without a slow U-turn. That's kind of a problem. So I go for the Brave Bat on him. Doesn't do much to Slowbro because it's Slowbro, of course. And I just U-turn on it, getting as much little chip damage as I possibly can. I go to Gligar because I'm actually predicting the Side Shock this time. And I immediately go back, U-turn again. Like I said, getting the residual damage, knowing he was going to go for Scald on that one. He burns me. It's cool. I know he's going to switch, so I just decide to Heal Bell as he goes to his Snorlax. Find it interesting he goes to Snorlax of all things, but I guess it's better than Amoonguss again this time, so I Volt Switch on it. Bring in my Gligar. He body slams. Paralyzes me. Okay, cool. I decide to set up my Stealth Rock here and now because I had no better time than now to do so. And he waterfalls me. Unfortunately, I'm not able to take another waterfall, but for whatever reason, he switches out, goes into his Amoonguss, and I just Volt Switch once again. I really don't care that Gligar's paralyzed because he did his job, and I send a V for Vendetta here. I go for the U-turn on a safe play. If I V-created right there, it would have been over. He decides to Sludge Bomb, trying to think I was gonna over predict and go for the Bolt Strike as he brought in Slowbro. Not happening. I decided to just play smarter because of the fact I now have Stealth Rock up, and I Bolt Strike right here. Slowbro's dead. I had no reason not to go for Bolt Strike here because of the fact that, you know, it's nothing safe. Nothing was safe from it for real. Like, if he decided to switch into Amoonguss, I could have just switched back out and we could have kept this going another 20 turns or something. But I decided to let Lantern die to his Azumarill's Waterfall, and I actually had to sit here and do a calc because him spamming not his Waterfall, his Aqua Jet, because him spamming Aqua Jet here could actually defeat my entire team because it's weakened now. I did a calc here. I realized the Aqua Jet did not one-hit KO Mienshao, so I went on it, went for the high jump kick, got him. So his win condition, as he liked to say, his Azumarill died off, I decided to let Gligar die to his V-Create because now he can be revenge killed and he does not want to stay in. So I V-Create knowing he has no safe switch-ins. He goes to his Snorlax. Snorlax is 2-hit KO by this thing. That's just how ridiculously freaking powerful Adamant Choice Band Victini is, no questions asked. So it brings in his own Victini again. He's taking Stealth Rock damage. I decide to sack this guy because I have no reason to overpredict or no reason to do any other foolish plays. And I just go for Stone Edge here. After Stealth Rock and a little bit of damage before, this does enough that I can just 2-hit KO his Amoonguss, and I get the critical hit on top of that, icing on the cake. So his Victini comes in, he gets killed by Stone Edge. Either way, I had Brobat, and I could have won it with that from this point on. So that was it. Good game, whatever the heck your name is. Don't ever in your life come at me like you know me. Don't ever talk trash, period. I don't care who you are, I don't care how good you think you are. It's not worth it, okay? It's just not worth it. Talk trash, get smashed. That's the code, man. And if you break the code, I don't know what to say to you, except this might happen to you. His team was actually pretty decent, and I was actually getting a little bit worried for real. But I pulled through. He decided to start making some dumb plays and over predicting. I decided to just keep my game up. I didn't give up. I didn't let up. I just went in. And this dude has the nerve to still talk trash after he lost. I don't know what he was trying to get out of it. I don't know what he was trying to get out of calling me out, but whatever. This is the 100th upload for you guys. I hope you enjoy this. Pass the message on. Pass the word on. Do whatever the heck you want, man. Because I'm just... But it's whatever. Like I said, good game. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite. I'm out.